the ibis.
We had to remind Hazard that he's just an ibis on 2 legs, unlike the ibis that's on 2 legs.
Hey, Sandman thought that was me?
It does sound a lot like you.
It does.
Nice!
I want to thank Bob putting an army of 18, Trafalgar Silvermane with the follow, my boy Eric with 300 bits, and Discount GM for the follow as well. Welcome everyone. Hope you're having a good time already as we introed, and now we can say hello. Welcome to Bears Under the Shroud. I am your host Trash King Arisen, and I am joined by a lovely group of bin chickens.
Excuse you, I'm a bin moth?
Just like to announce this in my last session on Under the Shroud, I'm just...
The bin chickens of heroism, ladies and gentlemen.
So I've literally been asking for like a year what a bin chicken is, and every time you guys say bin chickens, I'm like, what is a bin chicken? And literally none of you guys have ever answered me until today.
Have you asked that to me, or have I just been not listening?
I've asked that to everyone in the group chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Simon. I didn't mean to bum you, baby. Yeah, I'm like, what's a bin chicken? And everyone just keeps making bin chicken jokes. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll never know.
I don't think I ever heard you say it, I'm sorry.
I've never heard you say it either.
In my defense, I probably wasn't listening because I'm an idiot.
So, do you feel like you've been more educated on what a bin chicken is?
I feel like Australia needs to stop making animals.
Their possums are weird because they're nice and friendly animals.
Yeah, our possums are great. I love them.
They're the only non-lethal animal.
That's nice and all, but all the rest of your animals are insane. By the way, did you guys hear about the world's first poisonous bird?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, hang on, wait, let me get you a picture of it. Hang on.
Please.
So they discovered a poisonous bird that its feathers secrete the same kind of toxin that poison dart frogs do. So it's the world's first poisonous bird.
That's terrifying, actually.
It's called the hooded patooey.
And somebody decided to hold it with their bare fucking hand.
So what it does when you hold it is it makes your hands numb. It's a bird guide, like a bird scientist. I fucking am blanking on what they call themselves. Ornithologist, thank you. Yeah, it's a trained ornithologist handling it. Apparently, because they're poisonous. Let me see if I can find the video. Because they're poisonous, they'll just let you like handle them.
Because they have no fish, they're gonna die soon.
It makes your hands numb. It holds no power over me.
I'm not sure. I'll read the article and I'll let you know.
It holds no power over Nero.
Because
my hands are already numb, idiot.
Back governor! No, Sorry.
That is just a pretty bird. It looks.
I'm a hard counter to this bird.
It looks vaguely it's vaguely Raven adjacent looking.
It's a corvid, apparently.
Oh,
That would explain why it looks Raven adjacent.
Oh, fuck. So, now that we're all here, let's start with people introducing themselves. We'll start with Beth.
From Australia?
What? It's in Australia?
No, is it? Okay. Alright, that checks out.
I mean, I'm looking on AustralianGeographic.com. Maybe it's not for Australia, but...
What's this?
Hey, I'm Bev. I play Yumi. I'm about to make bad decisions.
They're from the islands of New Guinea.
Yeah, they're from New Guinea. Yeah, never mind.
Pass the rock.
Nero.
Good, well said, Nero. Alright. Hazza.
Yeah, that's me. I'm playing everyone's favorite afterthought, Koyo.
What do you mean?
Have you seen the images? Have you seen the images that Sean's used for the?
That's not an afterthought. That's a threat.
Passing the rock. Mako, go.
Yes, I'm Mako. I'm everybody's favorite Mothman, and I play everybody's favorite Mothboy Lux.
There's a whole new Mothman. How can you assume that you're a favorite?
Well, what other Mothman is there?
What
The actual
taxes
Mothman?
who trained you?
Nah, I was talking out of the game, you fool.
Oh, so you're gonna tell me you have confirmation that you're the only one?
Yes, absolutely. I'm the only Mothman.
Oh,
Well,
so there's more boys?
technically speaking, that Mothman doesn't exist, so...
There's a moth girl?
That's what I'm hearing. He specified man. How do you know? Why are you assuming genders, Mako?
Moth woman?
Yes, Eco Cider.
I was about to say, yeah, Eager Cider.
Like,
Juniper is a whole moth lady.
yes.
So, pass the rock.
Nero.
Or you pass it to Nero.
But Nero wasn't able to speak at the time.
Yeah. No. Hi. I'm passing the rock to Krista. I'm running away. No. I'm Nero. I play Sioi. I cause problems. I'm gonna cause less problems this season, I promise.
I don't believe you.
It's my turn to cause problems.
You already cause problems, it's fine.
Krista, take the rock.
Oh, yep.
I throw it at
Hi.
Krista.
Hi, I'm Spoiled Chestnut, also known as Krista. I play Noriko Gumi, who is very upset and dealing with some real-life consequences at the moment. Fuck, is Tart here? No, Tart's not here. Sean, go!
Sean
What?
plays everybody we don't play.
What? Yeah! I'm over Tenshiniko, rootin' lesbian laser shooting.
Close enough.
It's the same thing.
You had it in the first half.
Gabagoo!
Where's Tart, by the way?
He's with the day crew.
Yeah. So Tart can't be with us at the moment.
Okay.
We're gonna start out of game doing part things.
He's putting his dick in a light socket, from what I heard.
That's just normal Wednesday night for him.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's one way to really light up your nightlife.
He's trying to make a video where he does like light socket reviews.
Based on like
Tart,
textured-
also known as
textured
for not
tightness
appearing
and the
in this
spark
episode.
between them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is that going on his own? Is that going on his only sockets?
His OnlyFans. So, I will award a point of inspiration. That's it. No, to whoever can recap what happened last.
I'm still sitting on that one from last time, so I will
Same.
abstain.
They all caused problems, and I went and cried to my dad.
I took a walk.
You guys literally called Shinso and like
Harassed him on the day off.
yeah, and Aizawa was like lecturing you guys, and I think you're going into Toga's basement now. Y'all were doing that, and I just went and had a sad time with my dad and a big long text conversation with the main villain of for our group.
Yeah,
I took a walk.
I was gonna say, yeah, two of us accosted the Silver Devil in text for like an hour and a half.
I've had a busy night. Do I get my inspiration now, Sean?
Yes, you get your inspiration.
We also,
Bless.
like, found out that the Silver Devil had been trying to legalize villainy, and... I may disappear. Discord died.
Uh-oh. I
Goodbye,
love the
Krista.
idea of legalizing villainy as if villainy isn't inherently bad in of its own right.
So while my computer is being very strange, yeah, the Silver Devil had created several different, like, legitimate businesses under the name Ryooki, and is trying to be a, like, philanthropist, sort of dude to legalize villainy. Why and how he thinks that's actually gonna fly, I was not told, because I don't know how the ideology is gonna work, because, yeah, like Bev said, villainy is inherently illegal. So,
And
like,
bad.
that was
I mean,
not
I guess-
disclosed to me, Sean.
I guess that will be, I guess that'll be revealed to us when the time is right.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah, that'll be revealed when it's our problem, which it's currently not.
But I do need some, like, information on, like, how that's gonna fly, because I spent over a month trying to research that.
I can't give away everything. You're smoking.
We'll
crack.
figure it out when we get to it.
I mean, when it comes to like, if you're just like Googling information on stuff, if it comes to like figuring out how the logistics of legalizing villainy would work, I feel like that would be Noriko's self-introspection problem.
Yeah.
Because I don't think an article is going to say, now to legalize villainy, this is what it means.
Here's the step-by-step recipe.
For starters, she wasn't Googling stuff, she was going to records. And this is something I need to chat with Sean about.
Let's also remember, I spent... How long was it that passive investigation was going on, Sean?
A long time.
Well, like half a year, some shit, and all I got was a location and a name.
On your dead as fuck organization you've been hunting. Yeah, listen.
Yeah. No, like I'm not begrudging what I got. It's just we get what we need to get to kick things off. Was more what I was trying to get at.
Yep. So, from what I remember with our lovely recap and from what happened last week, Suyoi went on a merry adventure.
I did.
Koyo is going to go see his dad for like dinner.
But first, gonna go check up on Lux before he does something stupid.
Sounds about right.
He's always doing something stupid.
Noriko and Lux are still... No, they were heading to the basement, correct?
Correct. We were going to see Togo.
Yumi has a fun meeting set up.
Yumi has a date.
Krista is currently deceased.
Nibbles didn't kill those guys, they shot each other, right?
Yeah, we completely forgot that fact, and I've just gone back flipping through my notes and I found it.
But whether or not the Silver Devil knows that, he has told Yumi otherwise.
He only knows that there are gunshot wounds, of course.
Yeah, and it's not like there's security cameras in the security room.
I mean, there were, that's how y'all knew about it, but didn't one of you, I'm pretty sure one of you, wiped the fucking cameras?
No, I downloaded the data.
And then burned
Pretty
the
sure he
place
did
burned
that.
down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you downloaded the data, which means you still have it.
Yes,
Yes, I still have that.
But the only person that has that data is Lux. The Silver
Which
Devil
means-
would only have a burned down fucking tape, basically.
Which means somebody can always just ask Lux for the security footage.
That would imply they remember it, though.
But Yumi didn't know that you downloaded it.
Exactly.
You would have to offer that information.
Which you're
like
not
Koyo-
going to do
I feel
because you're
like-
currently too focused on something else.
I feel like Koyo is the bridge here to put this all together.
Lux is too busy on his totally not a revenge quest.
I mean, would Koyo even remember? Because he was a little busy, like, checking up on the corpses.
Sure.
And Nero was doing mouth-to-mouth to the bullet wound.
I know Suyoi
mean-
definitely doesn't fucking remember because that con save that he failed basically put him in a blood haze the entire rest of the night.
Exactly. So, the only one who would know is Lux, and I don't think he remembers right now.
I don't know. I think Haza should be allowed to roll to remember.
Well, that is, I mean,
Well,
I
what
don't
was Koyo doing at the time is the question.
I think Koyo was just trying to make sure everything didn't go to shit, so he was checking on everyone. If I remember correctly,
All right,
a
then
lot was
I will-
happening.
I will give you the opportunity then, if you want it, for a history check at disadvantage, because you were running around, like, checking on everything, so details are easy to get lost in that situation. That's between you and God,
Accidentally.
though.
Okay.
well, conveniently, Sean, you're God in this instance. The goo one has returned.
Hello, did I?
The goopy one.
Uh-oh, what happened to your computer?
I said Discord died. It just had a connection.
Oh, just Discord, okay.
Yeah.
History disadvantage.
Are you on your phone now?
I'm back on my PC. I just had to restart it.
Okay, because your mic is weird.
Yeah.
A 9.
With a 9. I'll say you remember Lux being on the computer, but you don't remember anything else because you were, dealing with the injuries and death.
That's about as far as I think. That sounds good.
I'm pretty sure all you remember was him being on the computer, so...
Yeah.
Lux could remember more if, he wasn't focused on his totally not a revenge quest.
He wasn't so cool and edgy like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shut the fuck up.
You mean Shadow the Hedgehog?
Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald, Tsuyoi?
Okay, this should.
Where's that damn cultist base?
Yeah, sorry, Krista. I thought you were on your phone because you sounded really weird and far away.
No.
You sound much better now.
Reset things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go fix it. Yes.
I'll forgive you this time.
Next time, though, it's your head.
Next time you get put in the salad spinner.
I will fight you.
Is that better or worse than going in the bucket?
Depends.
I
Depends
don't
on
think
what
any
Steve
ex-Homestuck
Salad-
wants to be in a bucket.
God, I forgot there's a thing with Homestuck in buckets.
Okay,
I'm glad I had forgotten about that.
We will start. Remember, so we have Lux and Noriko going to the lab. Tsuyoi's on his merry adventure. Koyo's gonna go see his dad. And Yumi has a not date, just an appointment, basically. Have I pretty much remembered everything?
Yes.
I was gonna tag along with Lux and Noriko just to make sure Lux wasn't gonna do something stupid.
Right, but you were like after that you were gonna go find your dad.
Yeah, I was gonna bail. So I was gonna bail halfway through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I will say that you guys made it to Togo's lab.
Okay.
I will have to get Wes here though, because we do need him for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'd imagine we'd need the boy.
Oh, Lord.
Yup.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
It is Earl King Wes. So now that we have that, Wes, I'm gonna yeet you from the day crew for a while.
Okay.
Because to
Bye,
my
Dave.
knowledge, you're not gonna need them for a little bit because you're stuck here for this arc.
I mean, I could still sit in and lurk.
Yeah, that would require me letting you do that.
True.
It's okay, Earl. You can be our guy in the chair, like you're supposed to be.
Wow.
Hey, you guys, says the guys who didn't want me in the chair.
All right,
To be fair, Mako wanted you here so bad.
I like Togo.
All
I like
right.
Earl, not Togo.
Fair.
So, I will say that you guys will do a knock knock on the door.
Well, in that case. Togo, it's us.
Yeah, come on in.
Lux will waltz on in.
Follow him behind.
Also following behind.
Alright. Is this everyone with Seal and Yumi?
Yumi's somewhere, and Tsuyoi said something about the path of his forefathers.
Of course he did, okay. So, things have happened, and,
What
you
kind
know what, you wanted to talk first, why don't you go ahead?
So, remember when I was down here for the whole shatter thing? I
Yeah?
had to use your computer. Here to explain the information you had on kidnappings that had to do with 10 years ago?
Yeah, the kidnapping, some incidents had popped up and I was looking into them. I didn't have anything concrete, so I didn't want to come to you and something more concrete came to mind. Well, to my attention. He's just gonna pull out his phone, go to the greenlit article that Jeff found, and show it to them.
What's the article? Because I'm not familiar.
It was basically, if I remember correctly, the Gigantomachia forest talking about the disappearances, and there was a photo with a Nomu that looked very much like the USJ Nomu.
Yep.
Is that about cover it, Sean?
Yes, yes. So basically, it's the forest. It's a grainy image of a Nomu that looks just like the one from the USJ incident from the canon. And it is rumored that it involves the mansion at the top of the mountain.
Okay, so what does this have to do with the Order of Twilight?
All the signs from everything I was looking into, plus the mansion, it all points to the Order of Twilight being active again.
But they didn't make Nomu. That wasn't what they were doing.
Hell, maybe they branched out. Maybe they thought that the research they were doing was insufficient. And they needed proper Nomu research. I don't know.
We also got word from a reliable source that everybody who was part of the Order of Twilight was wiped out 10 years ago.
The information could have lived on. Some document somewhere, someone could have found it, be continuing the work of changing the work. I can't say everything's concrete. I'm working off lots of, as you can see, this is a greenlit article, a fucking greenlit article.
I'm surprised you of all people would be trusting a greenlit article.
Yeah, well, I went through all the, I went through the photo, checked it in picture work. Fucking no. Picture store. And from what I can tell, that's a legitimate photograph. There's no tampering to it at all. The Fang and her friends went to the mansion already.
Well, that makes things interesting.
Excuse me. So where exactly is this place?
Insert coordinates to the Gigantomachia forest.
Yeah, basically. Outskirts of the city.
Yeah.
It's out in the mountains. Lux would have that information on hand on account of, having found the information about the mansion. Lux would just pull out his phone and pull it up and just show Noriko. It's out here.
Have you been out here before?
Not yet.
Yeah. Again, Fang and her friends were there. They fought Gigantomachia there. That's where they took down the Ink Demon and, well, all for one, Mirio, whatever you want to call him, killed him.
Noriko looks a little concerned when you mention Mirio.
Well, the area, not the exact mansion, of course. And again, that could be... it could be a base of the League of Villains. That was a suspicion that we had. They could have had some involvement with Twilight. And... that could be how it reformed.
There's definitely
Sorry, go ahead.
there's definitely going to be some sort of link. It's all too coincidental, if not.
I agree.
I mean, the original order was operating at the same time all the Nomu were going on, specifically because it made for convenient cover. Because people were vanishing and Nomu were appearing, and it was really convenient, and people started writing off disappearances because there were so many happening at once.
Hey, TM.
Yes, me.
Is the forest area like a no-fly zone? Like, you're not allowed to go there kind of place?
No, it's available.
I thought it was because you've said before that there were like ne'er-do-wells that kind of set up shop there and that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, it's
Gigantomachia and the lesser goons that were, I think, killed by Gigantomachia.
Yeah, basically. It was a refuge for a bunch of bad people, and then all the attention from the Ink Demon thing, the Mirio thing, the Gigantomachia thing, they don't like the police too much, so when the police came in, they left.
So it's a bad area. It's a known bad area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going somewhere like this, it's going to be problems. Did Blakeson tell you anything about Gigantomachia? Did they deal with him? Is he still there?
Oh, he's in Tartarus. Or at least that's where Our Might said he was going.
Who?
Russian #1 here, don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, he was here?
Yeah, I called in a favor with him.
Why didn't you tell me? He's cool.
Because it was a very brief window. He literally came down on Gigantomachia's head, brought him to Tartarus, and left.
Oh, right, there is still that whole bad blood between Japan and Russia. That would be why he'd just dip.
He didn't mind that so much, but there was other things going on in Russia at the time.
What day of the week is it currently?
Fuck me. What did I say it was last week, Wes?
I have no idea.
Was it like Tuesday?
Yeah, I said like Tuesday.
You said
yeah.
you said it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. You said it was like middle of the week.
Yeah, it's like Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right. I say we spend the rest of the week researching the area, trying to find out what we need, supplies to get to go there. And this weekend, where people aren't going to ask, why aren't we on campus, we head out there.
If we wait that long, it's gonna be over. Like, the Fang and her friends aren't there.
What?
Or on their way there. I mentioned that just a minute ago.
Yeah, he did. Weren't you paying attention?
Okay, out of character, like... Okay, chill, yeah? Listen. Yeah? Okay. Then scratch that bit. If Fang and everyone else already headed out there, we better grab what we can. Do you have any sort of device that we could, like walkie-talkies or communication devices, something like that we can get in touch with any of them?
I've always got radio to them, to Fang at least. But
Right.
Lux would give Togo a look. I think it's time for those.
Yeah. Wait.
yeah,
Those what? Communication devices?
Togo Sugoi and I always had a plan for if, we needed a guy in the chair.
What?
It's time to bring out the plan.
listen, if you're going, if Suyo's going, if this is the Order of Twilight, I'm going. I'm not going to be in a chair.
You're not able to follow us.
Togo. I need you in the chair. You know I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious.
No, I'm not going to be in the chair. So how do you plan on getting there? That's a pretty damn far. It's pretty far. Walk, run, whatever you're going to do. I'm the one with the car.
We'll manage.
You can take us as far as the forest. I don't want you going any further, bud. Can't imagine Feng would be too thrilled if she knew I let you come with us.
That and your support. We need you to support us.
Already
Now
been
more
out
than
in the
anything.
field. Maybe you guys haven't been paying attention.
I
I've been
have.
out in the field with them.
I know. But against these guys, I would rather not risk Suyoi, let alone you. But you know Suyoi's gonna go no matter what.
Mhm.
And I can't protect Suyoi from himself, much less them.
Fine.
I need at least one brother keeping a level head and staying behind and making sure the rest of us are staying safe.
Fine, I'll drive you there. But I'm suiting up because we don't know how far whatever Nomu have reached. So I'm going to suit up to be safe. All right?
That's fine. Your
All right.
participation in...
I'm sorry. I have other scenes I have to get to.
Yeah.
I can't have.
No.
Get in the chair. No. Get in the chair. No. Oh, that's it. You're going on top of the fridge.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
This
also-
basement is a prison!
This basement is a nightmare. Koyo, I'll say by then you've left, right? Before the fucking
What?
get in the chair argument.
Yeah.
Wait, would he have said anything to anyone?
Oh yeah. Koya would have. He would have said, he probably would be looking at his phone. He goes, I've just got to go do something. I'll keep me posted of what happens, and he'll kind of just sprint out.
Just scurry out.
After any agreement is made, Lux would make a comment about needing to go home for something quick, and then meeting everybody to get moving.
In that case,
You know-
Nautico would go with Koyo.
You know what that's for, Sean.
Yeah.
Koya will opt to go alone. He will tell you, like, no, I just need to do this by myself. It's nothing. I just need to talk to my dad for a bit.
I can wait outside. I just can't stay in the lab with Togo.
Oh, okay then. Can't quite refuse that.
That's crazy.
I don't know why that got me. So yeah, I guess Noriko will come with me then.
Okay. So, as you go out, you know that your dad is at a restaurant that's closer to the edge of the red light district. It's like right on the border of it. All right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And you know that years ago, it was known as a neutral spot for all walks of life. Whether you were hero, villain, yakuza, vigilante, you didn't bring work into the establishment.
Okay.
You left work at the door and everyone there was an equal customer. So, you're on your way there. Let me just send a message to someone real quick. All right, cool. So that's that. And next, we are going to. We're gonna get the next scene underway. I just need to get a call going. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back, everyone. Please maintain sanity.
No.
Dude, buddy.
All right.
Oh, I'm doing
So.
great.
I don't like the way you said that.
Yumi, while everyone else is out doing their things, you would have gone on your own. You would have, after speaking to your dad, you sent a message, got a response, and you went to we'll say a neutral location in the city of Musatafu.
And I asked him to come alone, and I was gonna come alone.
Mm-hmm.
And as unarmed as I could be, besides my quirk, but I literally can't help that.
Yeah, you left Nibbles at home. He's on murder grounding.
Nibbles is with me, actually.
Oh, is he? So you're not unarmed, then you have a weapon.
I mean, Yumi doesn't really sick Nibbles on people, but that's besides the point.
So,
The game, just to give you a heads up, Sean, the game plan was to use my warper to allow Yumi to my office alone.
Oh, you gonna do the office? Okay, we can do the office.
Oh, so you're going against what Yumi asked?
He asked you to give a location. If you choose to go through the portal, that's fine. If you don't, he'll go through the portal.
Okay. Because she wanted to meet in a neutral location that wasn't a place where you have complete and total control and could just instantly kill her.
Okay.
Which is your office, you know what I mean? That is your domain. That's not a neutral location.
Yeah, but you are asking for a meeting with a supervillain. But if he is coming out if he's coming out into the public, he's in full on Shubi, Sean.
Oh yeah, that outfit.
It was gonna be a discreet place. But yeah, okay.
No, it's nighttime. You guys are out in a generally empty area. It's like a juice stand that is just closed for the day. Like no one's there. Yumi got their last strawberry smoothie.
I didn't realize this was a beverage occasion, but okay.
You'd be surprised how often the Silver Devil has smoothie meetings with you lot.
You should get a rewards card, bro.
I really should. You're lucky you have me as a supervillain instead of somebody else. I'm the villain that's most likely to give you fuckers a pizza party.
So,
Pizza's
you guys
fucking drugged with trigger.
Yeah, so Yumi's sipping her smoothie. And
Yumi would if okay, joking aside, Yumi would not purchase the smoothie. Yumi is here for serious business, yeah.
Okay, a serious smoothie then. No, she has a coffee, black. No, so you're kind of just waiting around. There's the tables and chairs with the umbrellas in the middle, and it's just empty. It's barren. It's deserted. No one's around.
You know, I'm gonna play off of this. Yumi, as you're sitting at the location, strangely enough, an unmasked Japanese man with bright pink hair. His facial features similar to yours, almost as though he would appear to be your father. Or if the public looked at you, he would appear to be your father. Walks over and takes a seat. He reaches into his jacket. He pulls out a slip of paper, and he also pulls out a small wicker basket. It's a very, very tiny one. And inside of it is what could arguably be one of the biggest strawberries that you have seen. This thing is almost the size of a hand grenade.
Oh my god.
He sets it on the table. He pushes it forward. While we have a peace offering, I wish to initiate a peace offering with him for this meeting. And he takes a seat.
It's a Nibbles peace offering.
It is absolutely a Nibbles peace offering. He has asked Nibbles to punch Suyoi in the face, so they are at least...
They're amicable.
Yumi will pull Nibbles out of her jacket and put him on the counter so he can eat the strawberry.
Nibbles will
also
munch on the strawberry contently.
Also, Sean, if you're intending to play music, there's no music.
Should
you have to be following the you have to be listening in on his stream. I hear music.
Oh, I don't. I have it like maxed out. I don't hear anything.
Guess
now I
deaf.
do. Okay,
That's
cool.
crazy.
Weird. It just wasn't working for a while for some reason. There was this dead silence.
No.
Anyway.
Awkward, creepy.
So it was weird.
He opens up a briefcase that's by his side, and he shows you the insides. Nothing but papers and books. And he points to the note that's in front of you.
Okay, Yumi will look at the note.
The note states, as long as you do not use your quirk, he will not use his. And by his honor as the head of the Toho clan, he will make no hostile actions unless you or Nibbles do.
Yumi nods.
Reaches out, picks up the paper, and puts it back in his pouch. And he gives that smile. This time when he smiles, Yumi, you notice he doesn't have the fangs. He doesn't have the vampire fangs that he had previously. He has silver teeth, but the fangs are gone. They're just normal. They're normal teeth.
Okay. Okay, so I had a weird image in my mind. Anyway, so Yumi will stand up from her seat, and she is going to bow at you.
He will return it.
I'm really sorry. That's why I called you out here. I don't know this fucking music is on suddenly. I don't really know what exactly happened with all those people, but if I or Nibbles did something, I'm really sorry. And I know that sorries won't bring families back, but I know that you did all you could to atone for Jackrabbit, and so I thought it was only fair to try and do what I could for those people.
Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Insight 13?
Oh, she's very, very, truthful. She has no idea what actually happened. She only knows that they died and Nibbles might be the cause, and therefore, by transitive property, she is the cause. Racked with guilt, racked with conflicted emotions, she is very apologetic.
Yumi, if the fact that you're showing remorse for your actions puts you a wide majority ahead of a number of heroes.
This isn't about what it means to be a hero.
It's what it means to be a person. The one thing that I despise above all else is somebody that will hurt another person and feel nothing. But I have to ask, why were you even there? That was a business that was not supposed to be active that night.
One of our friends went off. We told him not to, and he like ran off to go find you guys, and that was the first place we checked. That is what happened, right, Sean? I'm remembering that correctly.
Yeah, he was gonna go.
Okay.
He was gonna go.
Because this is intending to be a truth, not a lie. So
yeah, the knowledge that you had was that Alton went to go bring the fight to the Silver Devil specifically, and that he had him tracked down to one of two locations, either at the brothel or at the hotel. And y'all chose the brothel and were correct.
Yeah. So we weren't trying to start something. We were trying to stop someone from starting something.
But at the time, you had my number. You had a way to get in contact with me. But you chose to break into my business, and through the actions of you and the rest of your friends, 3 people are dead. 1 is crippled for life. And thankfully 1 will make a full recovery, but I've been doing everything that I can to try to stay out of your business. As long as I've got my own business, you've got your own business, I don't want to hurt people. That's the biggest thing. I don't want to hurt Alton. I don't want to hurt any of these. That's why when she took you, I didn't give them any trouble. I had a conversation. Even then, we had a civil conversation. I mean, how many people in my positions would actually sit down and have a conversation with you like a person?
It is definitely pretty weird, but I think at the end of the day, even villains are people, right?
That's a 30 social check, by the way.
Yep.
The fuck? What's a social check?
My persuasion and my deception are the exact same stat.
Oh, so you have them called social, okay.
because I am a very charismatic character, I don't use persuasion and deception checks. I use social checks, especially so none of you can tell if I'm lying or not.
That's fine. I was just confused. I was like, what the fuck? New D&D check I knew nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
Yumi's not even gonna fucking insight check you, bro. She trusts you.
Mm-hmm.
She trusts you, to be honest, at least. I know I had your number, but I was worried that if I called you and told you someone was coming to try and pick a fight with you, one of the heroes, and if something happened to him, and if something happened to him and then people found out that I tipped off the villains to him,
there's a look
I know it was a
There's, as before you even finish your sentence, there's a look of understanding in your eyes. You worry that they would see you as a traitor and turn their ire on you instead of on me.
Me and all of my friends, because they were with me. And we were hoping that we could just get in and stop him, and we didn't want to kill anyone. We were just hoping to stop him, and I know now that there were probably better options I could have taken, but hindsight is 20/20 and all. And Yumi looks very distressed.
This had much larger implications. Suyoi and Lux have certain affiliations with the Yakuza. and you attacked a Yakuza business. You lot could have started a citywide war.
I'm sorry, did you just say that Lux and Suyoi have connections to the Yakuza?
He gives a grin and yes, don't you remember, Yumi? Back when the narrator took you, Suyoi ripped off his shirt and had I believe it was Noriko remove some kind of a gel all over his body, hiding the Yakuza tattoos.
I didn't remember that out of game. Did that happen? Was I there for that?
You were at the table with him. It was because Suyoi pulled the Yakuza card on the Silver Devil that it pulled his attention away from you, giving you a chance to break away from his.
I forgot about. I just deadass forgot about that. It's been so long.
Yeah, Suyoi saved your ass in that situation, revealing the Yakuza card.
Okay, so Yumi did know about that. Okay, I'm retconning that. Yumi did know about the Yakuza thing. I just totally fucking forgot. In character, Yumi would have also forgot about the Yakuza connection. I guess I just didn't think about it. I don't really know much about Yakuza stuff. And Suyoi and Lux haven't really told me anything. I was, like I said, I was mostly just going to try and stop bad stuff from happening. All of that other stuff, that's I don't know anything about that.
And there is not a single thing wrong with wanting to try to stop bad things from happening to good people. I've done that. Heck, I'm doing that right now. Even now, I'm working on something special. You know what? You've got a bright mind. I want to show you something and tell me what you think. And he reaches into his pouch, into his bag, and he pulls out a piece of paper. It looks like a list as he slowly pushes it forward. And on the paper reads, Code of Conduct. Villains and their henchmen are limited in their choice of weapons according to the severity of the situation. Crimes such as rape and sexual assault are strictly forbidden, and in doing so will be strictly punished. Any hero who is associated with this organization through its arch nemesis assignment program will be paired off with a villain of approximate and equal power. Local law enforcement officers are off limits and cannot be harmed under any circumstances by any villain a part of this organization.
Do you have that written down? Can you copy paste that to me so I can read what you just said?
I can take a screenshot for you.
Please. I would love that, so I can physically look at what you just said to me, because that was a lot of information, and my brain did not parse it.
Me and Bob have been talking about this one for a while.
I am... let me see the chat. Here you go. It is in our chat. I imagine that when you were younger, as many children are back in our heyday, you would always play heroes and villains, yes?
Yeah, sometimes. I didn't like that game. Everyone always tried to make me be the villain.
Perception in this society is a dangerous thing. If you're not normal, if you're not average with what people expect, you become unusual, scary. If your ideals are even the slightest difference than the status quo, You're the oddball. You're the scary one. You're the villain. But not all villains are bad people. They're just in a bad situation. And this, he taps the paper, is just the beginning to help a number of bad people, or help a number of good people in a bad situation. Plus, wouldn't it be great for the heroes to have a villain to show off their capabilities, knowing that the villain isn't going to try to kill them? Gives a
I
little
don't
bit of
understand
smile.
what this is. Like a stage play or something?
Imagine your school, UA, right? A place to train those who would want to be the best of the best and heroes. But what about the people that couldn't get into the school? What about those people that they want to help people, but they can't because your school wouldn't let them in?
There are other schools.
But even then, some people don't have certain aptitudes for it. That's where I come in. I want to make a school for villains, a proper school to rehabilitate those that are twisted and sick, and turn it into the right way, to have a specific set of guidelines and rules. Because
So are
not
you
all
saying
villains
you
are
want to
bad.
turn villain kids into heroes?
I want to give kids who can't be heroes a way to fit into society. I want to be the shade that would. I want to be the shade that would protect the outcasts from the light that would drown them for just existing.
But what are you hoping to accomplish with something like that? Because the way this paper sounds, it sounds like you want to have some big exaggerated thing where the heroes have like friends that they fight with sometimes that they call arch nemesis.
Isn't that basically what hero society is nowadays?
No.
How many heroes are out there doing commercials, arguing with each other, fighting each other over positions, over government stipends? I can list off a number of heroes that don't give a damn about anything but a paycheck.
I mean, yeah, heroes. There are a lot of heroes that are corrupt, and I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with doing commercials. I mean, hero work doesn't always pay super well, especially if you're not like a really well-known hero. And commercials can be a really good way for some lesser-known heroes to not only get their name out there so that they get more jobs, but also to inspire people and get a little bit of money on the side. It's hard being a hero sometimes, but
let me counter that. Okay, so there's lesser known heroes that don't have the name exposure or the exposure or the chance to be the hero that they really want to be. The ones that are always stuck on the bottom rung. With this would give them an opportunity. It would pair them up with somebody who didn't get a chance otherwise. Someone who might have to be stealing for food, but with this system, they in fact would be able to be paired up with a lesser known hero. Their skills sharpening each other, both becoming better, both becoming wiser. And maybe that lesser known hero might get a little bit of recognition from their skill.
What about the villains who just want to kill people? Like, I understand that you don't want to kill people, and I understand that not all villains are bad, but I did absolutely get stabbed in the back by a villain. And
sometimes
and I know that there are lots of villains that even if you say rape and sexual assault are forbidden, I mean, people don't follow all the laws now as it is. I don't know why they would follow your laws if you were making villain laws. I don't think they would follow those at all.
Because, Yumi, who would be better to deal with somebody that's a danger to society, that is only going for the worst of society, wanting to hurt people maliciously, wanting to kill people, wanting to do these horrible things? This would be able to determine who is who, and who better to deal with a villain than a villain.
I understand that, but what are you planning, like let's say you open your school and yeah, some of the villain kids are like cool and stuff, but what about the ones that just want to hurt people? What are you going to do with them? I mean, you can't, not everyone can be, saved like that. Not everyone can be convinced to be good.
Well, let me pose your question with another question, Yumi. What do you do with a hero that, despite somebody's best interest, despite trying everything, they make a mistake? And those that they thought to be their best friends turn on them, attack them, try to kill them, repeatedly, over and over. What would you do with a hero with those? I imagine it's the same thing that we would want to do with those kinds of villains, because while there are terrible villains and good villains, there are terrible heroes and good heroes.
I know, but if the end result... Oh, what?
And he pulls out another piece of paper, and he extends it forward.
Okay, you will look at this piece of paper, please. Before you read this out, please also take a screenshot.
There is no document for this one. This one is theater of the mind.
Okay.
This one is a medical report. You notice that this is a medical report from a sidekick. No name, but the hero alias is there. And you see the name Flash Freeze. And on the medical report, you see that there are multiple broken bones, multiple lacerations, that this particular sidekick nearly overdosed on, let's say, morphine. Burns. There are multiple burns. I'm trying to remember all these conditions. Let's see. Burns was the biggest one. There was blunt force trauma. There was multiple broken bones from blunt force trauma, and the list goes on and on and on. And as he pulls out another list, he hands it over, and you see a list of redacted names and quirks. And every single one of those quirks lines up with the injuries that was given.
So are you above game? Are you implying that like 12 heroes beat up on one fucking sidekick?
That is absolutely what he is implying.
Okay, just trying to make sure I was picking up what you were putting down here.
Basically, above game, he is explaining to you that the sidekick known as Flash Freeze has at least one point in his life been sent to the hospital with a number of wounds and injuries that coincide with quirks from not only sidekicks at his agency, but also local heroes that were in the area.
Is this a medical report or an autopsy report?
It is a medical report.
Okay. That's an important thing. So these are all injuries over time. This isn't like one guy got sent to the hospital for one real bad day.
No, that was one real bad day.
Okay, it's one real bad day. Weird.
And he begins reaching down, and he pulls out a small grouping of papers, and he lays them out in front of you, one by one by one. Every single time, the exact same injuries. And they all lead up to one particular day when they just stop. It looks like over the course of 6 months, these injuries have been racking up over and over and over. The same damage, same quirks, every single time, the same thing. It looks like the morphine gets introduced into the system first, and then all the damage gets done. Strangely enough, it's never enough to kill. But he is
what exactly is on this medical report? Just names? Is there a photo? Is there like a picture or a drawing?
The only pictures would be of injuries. A lot of it is redacted. The name of the sidekick is redacted. All the names of the other sidekicks and heroes have all been redacted. All you have are their quirks. It looks like these documents have been heavily redacted.
Did you cross out all these names?
That I did not. That, in fact, is the work of the Hero Safety Commission. And I will give you this one for free. That's a 20 persuasion.
I mean, Yui believes you. she just assumes you're telling the truth at all times. There's not really much persuading. She just straight impressed you, bro. So, I mean, she believes what you're telling her, and she looks at the information for a minute, and she says, I don't really know why the existence of bad heroes means that we should just legalize villainy and make, like, I mean, it just seems kind of silly, I guess. I mean, with your example before of a lesser-known hero fighting with a villain for just fun, I guess, since they're not, I guess they wouldn't be actually committing any crimes. It feels sort of like there's not really a point, and it really does feel like a play or something, because, I mean, you're not going to be able to stop all crime. You might be able to stop some, like, actual huge acts of villainy by raising some kids, but you can't fix the whole world with this.
It's a step in the right direction, though.
I don't even think you can fix all of Japan with this.
If I can stop one crime from happening,
I just think there are better ways. I think instead of trying to encourage them to be villains and seeing themselves and their quirks as evil, I think it would be better to just start some sort of just regular rehabilitation program, getting kids on steps in the right direction, encouraging cities to have schools that either have easier credentials for getting in, or, I mean, UA already has a general course. I mean, they can always enroll in that too. I just don't see how villainy is the answer.
Well, heroic certainly isn't the answer either.
I mean...
And what else? It's either we do something that we think will make the world a better place, or we sit on our hands and he reaches out and he picks up all the papers, scoops them back up. We let kids like this fall between the cracks.
So so how do you plan on dealing with, besides just villains, how do you plan on dealing with petty crime with this, or Yakuza stuff, or anything else that isn't just regular, like, I mean, if someone doesn't enroll in your villain school, how are you going to stop them from, like, robbing the local store or something? But that's what heroes are for.
No, that is what the police are for. Heroes are only called in when the police have a warrant for that person's arrest, because their quirk and their abilities are far too dangerous for the police to handle.
Well, that's just not true. There's a reason heroes patrol.
The reason why a hero patrols is simply to make people feel safe. But he reaches into his bag and he pulls out a site from a picture of an area from Mustafu. An absolutely destroyed area where some heroes fought a giant tea shop with legs. This is what happens when heroes and villains are in an uncontrolled situation. People that aren't a part of this fight got hurt. People that aren't a part of this fight died. If we can control this, if we can limit this in the slightest way, we can make a difference. Yes, there will be people who think that there are going to be people who will not work with this system. I admit that. Just like there are people, there's just like there are, and he gives a smile. What it could only be described the Silver Devil grin. There are heroes who see themselves as above the law. Those are what we call vigilantes. And that smile is ever big, almost a Cheshire-like smile, but he continues on. But you have, in situations like that, heroes will help control the heroes, villains will help control villains. If the system works like this, the villains are just going to adapt to the system. Like, say, boxing, or wrestling. Why do they do it? Why does
wrestling is all staged, so, again, it just seems like a play. Yumi is going to look down, by the way, at that medical report again.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to look over at you. And are you using like a quirk or something to hide your appearance?
Quirk? No.
Okay. Because you're very clearly not looking like your normal self, right?
Correct.
Since you have like pink hair. Yeah. Yumi will point at the paper.
Actually, roll me an insight check.
Okay.
If you roll, because I did make a roll for this. You do not know if he is using a quirk or not.
Okay.
Because I made this roll for my appearance before stream, and I sent Sean the pictures.
Yeah, all of your rolls are dummy high because you're overpowered. That's not the point. We can't beat any of your rolls. That's not the point. Fucking ancient dragon ass over here.
I'm, believe it or not, above game. I'm not too much stronger than you are. I'm just specialized.
Homie? Mr. Bob, you rolled a fucking plus 13. I don't want to hear shit.
Yup. Expertise is a valuable gift.
The highest thing I have is a plus 9. And that is also with expertise. I'm pretty sure.
Yup.
So, yes, you're a little strong for any of us to beat any of your rolls. Anyway, Yumi is going to point at the sheet, and she's going to look at you, and she's going to say, "So who is this guy anyway? You told me a little bit about him before. I can't remember what all you told me about him. Do you remember?"
His name was Flash Freeze. He used to be a sidekick. He Sean, above game, what is the other hero of school other than
Shiketsu.
Shiketsu? Okay. From what I've understood, he graduated from Shiketsu, joined up with a hero, an American hero, tried to do everything he could to help out, to stop people. Apparently, he specialized in physical restrainment, immobilization techniques. Apparently, the hero that he worked with really liked people that could either capture or somehow stop their villain. But from the way that I understood it, the supervillain that they came across, was this really weird thing. From what I've been able to figure out, I think he was some kind of a time manipulator. Fight didn't turn out well.
He had nice work?
I would assume so. I mean, flash trees and all that.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
But the villain and the hero ended up perishing in that fight. I don't know the details. The hero's name was Captain Glory.
Do I know that hero?
No.
Okay.
Captain Glory was an American hero.
Do I not even get to roll for that? Shit.
No. This one was very deep.
Yumi's literally a specialist in heroes that people don't know about, or like obscure shit when it comes to heroes. I don't want to hear it.
Now here's the thing. He wasn't an obscure hero. He was a beloved American hero. Which may be why Yumi hasn't, picked him up, because Yumi has shown that Yumi doesn't really care about the more well-known heroes. Yumi likes the smaller guy, the guy that never made it to the top.
Yeah, but she still knows, like, you can't figure out a popular hero's like sidekicks without knowing the popular hero, because you have to search his agency, you know what I mean? I do want to roll history.
No. Yeah, roll history. Can't wait to see. You got a 9?
Yeah, I fucking got a 9.
The name. See, you feel like you've heard the name like once before, but you never actually looked into it.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I wanted.
And he leans forward just a little bit. From what I understand, folks really loved Captain Glory. Just an American hero. And from what I hear, people weren't too fond of the fact that this sidekick let his hero die. So, he motions towards the papers. People showed their displeasure. They found his blood at the bottom of the river, on the rocks, underneath the bridge, just outside of town. They never found the body. They found his costume, though. And his note, his final note, begging his hero for forgiveness for everything that he'd done.
Can I keep this?
Unfortunately not. He gives a smile.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of it with my phone.
The Hero Safety Commission was the one that covered these up. The reason why I don't want you to take it is because they may try to cover up the fact that you have it. Remember what happens to people who get on the wrong side of the Hero Safety Commission, Yumi. They disappear. They are not your friends. And after Yumi has taken the pictures, they'll take the papers away.
Yumi will put her phone away, and she will pet Nibbles, and she'll say, I'm not really afraid of whatever they might do to me if they somehow find out I have pictures of this stuff.
Then you're more foolish than I thought.
But my dad told me to trust my gut when I think something is right and something is wrong. And I trust my dad a lot. So my gut's telling me that I think the solution to figuring out how to deal with all this will involve this information. So I'm going to hold on to it and keep it real safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe, Yumi.
I still am not really sold on your legalizing villainy plan. I really do think there's better options besides making a facade that's ultimately going to crumble as people don't listen to your ideas and just kill and murder anyway. Because as is the nature of humanity, we don't like to listen to rules all the time. So I don't think it's necessarily the best option. But I agree. I do think things need to change, and I'm going to do my best to be the best hero I can be. And I will try, I don't know, figure out something to try and fix society, I guess. I don't know. I'm 15. I'm just tired. Listen.
Girl, I am permanently tired. I mean, look, in 3 days, there's a Silver Devil tribute band the next town over that I have to show up and make a surprise appearance to try to show people that not all villains are bad. I get being tired all the time. I really do.
So I know you say you don't want to kill people, but can you say the same for everyone in the League of Villains? Like, are none of them ever going to kill anyone ever?
Not doesn't want to hurt anybody. Ink? Well, you already know what happened to him. Sute's a good kid. But she just... A lot of bad things happened to Sute. That's... I'm trying to help her out. But as long as she stays where she is, as long as she's left alone, Sute isn't going to hurt anybody. Gear shift? I don't know. He's got his reasons just like everybody else.
His reasons for what?
For doing what he does.
So can you promise that, like you, he would never want to hurt anyone ever?
I can't promise that. I can do my best to try to stay his hand, to try to temper.
So what you're
anger.
saying is like heroes, how not all heroes are good and pure, and how we can't always control every single one as much as we try to. Villains are exactly the same.
Heroes and villains aren't that all different, yes. They all have their own reasons for doing what they do. He believes his... Well, we all believe what we do is just. but he looks at his watch. I have kept you far long enough, Yumi. But be the change that you want to be in the world, but please, just leave me be. Let me work.
Will your number stay active?
As long as you, your friends, Alton, doesn't storm my place trying to hurt me or my people.
Okay. I said this before. I can't control what my friends do. If they go off and do something without me, I can't control that.
But if you're there with them, that would mean that the phone would get turned off.
Tell you what, if I am with them and we are going somewhere that I know that you are going to be there, and we're trying to stop someone again, I will let you know. But the problem is that if we go somewhere and we don't know you're there or involved, and you're suddenly there and involved, that's not my fault. But we'll stay in touch.
Deal. He reaches out and he extends a hand to Yumi.
She'll shake his hand.
Congratulations, you just made a deal with the devil.
How long are you waiting to do that, Bob?
The entire fucking campaign.
All right.
You're welcome.
I'm hopping back on the other call. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 chapters long.
Eh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Hajime no Ippo's is super easy. Oh,
Yeah.
hello, Sean.
Hello. We're back. We're just waiting on Bev to join us.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
So once the pink one returns, not that pink one, the other pink one.
In that case, I'll finish this chapter of One Piece.
Let's through this chapter.
Oh, I can probably switch that music actually.
Yeah?
There we
Oh,
go.
fuck, I need to put the music back on.
Fucker.
You weren't here! Shut up!
She listens to music all the time, Nero. Live in my brain.
No. I don't wanna. Stimky and smells like raccoon.
So now lots of info has been explained.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh?
Now it just matters if Yumi is going to share that.
I mean, with everybody but Lux and Tsuyoi, probably.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll share it with you.
Stop murdering
Wait.
people.
No.
I've not murdered
Fuck you.
anybody.
Fuck you, just for that I'm gonna murder an extra 10 people. Hold on, let me roll a D100. How many people am I gonna kill this season?
You know what? I'm going to
11
join you on
D7.
that.
But
93! That's how many. 93. Bite me.
93 what?
How many people I'm gonna kill this season? I rolled a dice.
So, 93 people by the end of the season. Understood. I'll see if I can make that happen.
Hang on.
Actually, I don't use this.
Add 2 zeros to it. I'll just drop a bomb somewhere.
Just
Sure.
need a bomb.
I will be the bomb. Oh yeah, brother. I'm gonna atomic drop. And then I'll just fucking like launch 80 billion feet into the air and ground pound like a Wario.
Metal Wario.
Metal Wario. I reek of garlic.
Oh, by the way, after Yumi's meeting, she's going to text Koyo and ask where he is.
Koya will text back the address of the restaurant he's currently at.
Okay. She'll Google that and find out it's a restaurant, and she'll just text you back and say, if anyone's planning to do anything, to keep her informed.
Koya will just message back, okay.
And Bob is gone. Thank you, Bob,
Bye,
for joining
Bob.
us for that scene. So now we will jump to across the city at the edge of the red light district. A certain goo person and their resident cardboard pinkhead are making their way to a somewhat shady establishment.
So, Koya's just gonna look for his dad and for Knuckle Duster. I'm assuming they're pretty obvious, so.
Yeah, no. You'll find your whole dad, like, in an All Might hoodie, like it's 15 years ago. Like, nothing ever changes.
And yeah, he'll approach.
Like, your grandfather kind of blends in, but your dad is just shotgun subtle.
Yeah, as always. Koya will just kind of smirk at that and go up.
Your dad will kind of give an acknowledging nod and gesture to a seat.
Noriko's kind of hanging back, not sure if she should, join in on the family moment, even though this is a very seedy part of town.
Yeah, if it's a seedy part of town, Koya will have you come with it. He's not gonna let you stay outside alone. Dad, yeah, this is my friend Noriko.
Oh, I've heard about you.
Yeah. You're the crawler, right?
At one point.
She looks over at the All Might hoodie and just gives a small nod of like, yep, heard about you.
Yeah. I'm sure the other one likes to talk about it a lot.
Who, CI?
Yeah. It's like his favorite thing to bring up.
Not really, no.
Around the house it is.
His favorite thing is to make people uncomfortable.
That tracks.
Joey's really not that bad.
No, not really.
His heart's in the right place.
Sometimes.
You'll see next to the vigilante formerly known as Knuckle Duster, there's a long, like, black case.
He's gonna kind of look at it. What'd you bring, Grandpa?
Oh, I have a delivery that I have to give to someone right after this.
You mind if I ask what it is?
What's the saying? It's lethal. And the less you know, the less you have to be interrogated by the police for.
Koya will just kind of, these lips will tighten, and then he won't say a thing.
It's like, you know what? Good point.
Yep. This is a man that blew up a building just to like, just as a distraction once.
Listen, it's nothing that shoots and it's nothing that goes boom.
Knowing you, it doesn't make things a lot better.
You got me there. I mean, listen, I have to make some money after my entire arsenal got swiped.
Still so sorry about that.
Nah, it's just guns. I can always get more.
You really shouldn't.
How else am I gonna fight someone who has a fire quirk? Than with my firearms. Gotta fight fire with fire, kid.
Why don't you just retire?
Why don't you actually do hero things instead of working under night? Things gotta get done.
Koyo will just kind of ignore that and then turn to his dad. So we wanted to ask you, some questions. If you guys have heard anything about the kidnappings and the instant villains?
Just Koyo went, oh, you got a point.
Yeah, pretty much. He just changed the topic because he can't refute that.
The kidnappings, yeah. Instant villains, though? I haven't heard anything about that in a while.
What about Nomu?
There have been an increase in those.
Our friend's involved in something. The Order of Twilight. We think it's been connected to all. We have a suspicion that's connected to all these kidnappings.
Order of Twilight. That couldn't be possible. I think I still have some of their skin under my nails.
Wait.
You were involved?
Koyo. Aizawa called in a favor and said we needed to stop some human trafficking ring. You think I wasn't gonna go in? Knuckle just kind of just cracks a smirk, is like, really?
Is there any way any of the work could be continued?
Let me think. They had a database, blew that up. They had file burned those. Flash drives, I think I got all of them. I think they were in the... Oh.
What?
Any mementos I may have saved, like I want to do, were in the warehouse.
The one that got cleaned out.
Yeah, the one full of all my memorabilia.
I see.
Pretty sure they were all empty. Guess one of them wasn't. Huh.
Well, we have a pretty good idea of the person who swiped everything.
Oh, who is it? Let me, give me their, what's it called? How do the kids say it? Dox them.
The League of Villains?
The old one or the new one?
I would assume the new one.
We know it was the narrator.
But she's locked up, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Unless she got out and no one told us.
No, I do pretty often patrols to make sure. I don't like being robbed, and I can't really punch a comatose person, so...
If it wasn't her, then maybe whatever vultures picked over it after? I don't know.
That makes the most sense, is, because from what I saw, she didn't take anything personally, she just busted it open for everyone else to take what they wanted, so it could be anyone and everything.
Right.
But doesn't remove the League of Villains involvement.
I mean, they're the catalyst, but I feel like if they were going to use what was in that arsenal, we would have seen it by now. There were some pretty big things in there. Did I remove the nerve gas from that warehouse?
We didn't see any. Koya says nervously.
To be fair, we also didn't see any kind of thumb drives. We weren't looking for them.
I'm pretty sure nerve gas would be a lot more obvious than thumb drives.
Well, it depends. We had the grenades and we had the tanks. Which ones did you see?
What?
Neither?
You know what? I've said too much. Talk to Crawler. I don't want to incriminate things.
Can you just stop letting him buy warehouses?
Yeah, you try to stop him next time. He'll challenge you to a fist fight. You know how well that works out?
Koya kind of just goes, well, gotta win one of these times, right?
Yeah, if I don't get him, I'm hoping the heart attack weakens him before I get him.
He'll crawl up from the grave and beat us anyway.
Exactly.
Just do me a favor. Don't introduce him to Tsuyoi.
That's a good idea. Maybe Tsuyoi could beat him.
Oh, well, who do you think this delivery's for?
What?
And on cue?
So, Sean, you said this is a place where, like, they don't care about, who you are, just don't bring the business into the restaurant?
Exactly.
So, how many people are in quote-unquote uniform in here?
Like 20 of them.
Alright, great. So, Tsuyoi walks up and just fucking flumps down in a chair next to you guys. And he's in uniform. Like, he's got his vigilante gear on. It's a new trench coat and this very snazzy pair of, like, they look almost like combat pants. He has Knuckle Duster's bulletproof vest that he took from the warehouse on. And covering his mouth is this, like, samurai half mask in the form of, like, a grinning demon.
That looks familiar. Did I give that to you?
I think we sketched the blueprints for it, but I, called in a favor, from my stepfather to, get it made.
Understood. Well, I got that thing you asked for. It was a bitch to get, but what isn't these days? He'll just kind of hand the case over to Tsuyoi.
Great. Tsuyoi is going to, pick it up and look at it almost reverently and then open it.
Listen, people don't really like seeing weapons out in the middle of the floor.
He's just, like, cracking it open a little bit to look in it, and then he closes it. Thank you. Very much.
What did you do?
If you look around, everyone, when you cracked it open, almost like 30 hands went to holsters on their sides.
This Tsuyoi just, like, looks around at that. I'm just checking, not pulling it out in here. I know the rules.
There's like a collective grumble from like everyone in the building of just like, fucker almost got everyone here shot.
Tsuyoi looks at Noriko and goes, no. When we're outside, I'll show you. No business inside. I can't take it out in here.
It's just an eyebrow twitch as she glares daggers at him.
You gotta follow the rules. It's polite in polite society to follow the rules of the establishment.
We didn't change into our, like, vigilante outfits when we left the school, did we?
No.
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 Tsuyoi had to pick some stuff up.
Koya is gonna look towards his grandfather and go, there's a lot of things he would do. I don't think he would give anything too dangerous. Too dangerous to COA.
I mean, the one he had looked awful. I had to give him a new one. Can't have my new grandson walking around with dingy equipment.
Exactly.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Wait. Killian's gonna piece together what he means. You. Wait, you got him new knuckles?
What? No! I would give you those. What?
Sioi just chuckles. And it sounds kind of metallic with the mask on.
Like laughing into
no.
a tin cup.
Yeah, like laughing into a tin can or something. No, it's not Knuckles. Trust me.
Because I've been asking for some for a while, still haven't got me any.
They're in the shop. I gotta get them nice. I don't want to give you dingy equipment.
Been in the shop for years.
When's your birthday again? I'll give it to you then.
I was gonna look a little dejected at that question and just not say anything.
It's not that I forgot. I have a lot of concussions. I barely remember his birthday half the time, and usually it's because he reminds me on the day. And he head nods over to Crawler, who also looks dejected, like a complete mirror image of Koyo. And Crawler's gonna goes, you learn not to take it personally after a while.
Yeah, I guess so. But he's gonna look to them. Well, thanks for the information. We better get back to Lux with it.
All right, and are you guys going to escape from the establishment?
Nautica will look to Crawler before they head out. Maybe when it's a better time. Would it be possible if I spoke to you?
Yeah, I don't see why that would be a problem.
Thanks.
And
This has just been a lot.
yeah, he can be a lot.
She looks over at Suyoi and then just sighs and nods her head.
So, Dad, can I just have a quick moment alone
Yeah, of course.
with you? So they'll just kind of walk off to the side, and Koyo will look to his dad and ask,
Hold on, come with me. And he'll kind of open the back door and, like, lead you guys out. Or the two of you. It's safer out here.
He'll kind of look to his dad. Do you ever feel like... Did you ever feel really badly out of your depth?
All the time. Every single day.
You ever worried that it's gonna get you and everyone else killed?
Every day. That's just the law of averages. Every good thief knows one day he's gonna get caught. Every good hero knows one day he's gonna find that one villain he can't overcome. Every villain's gonna get caught one day. At least the good ones know it. It's a matter of when, not if. You just gotta do the best you can until you can't anymore.
I just feel like no matter what I do, it's never gonna be enough.
Yeah. That's how it feels to me to this day.
He's gonna look back and goes, so even when you're surrounded by people like Noriko and Tsuyoe, I feel like I just don't belong.
Yeah. I mean, you have to remember, between your grandfather and Stain, I was a little out of my depth as well. Think about the group I ran with, think about the group you run with. They're very similar. We're gonna feel like we're out of place, but we gotta be that voice of reason sometimes. I was the one thing that kept us from being seen as villains. And they were the things that kept us from being heroes. You need that balance, and you provide that. You have your place. Especially in that group. Have you met those other two with you? Like, have you really met them?
Yeah, I have.
Then you know. You need to be in the middle for a reason. You need that balance.
Koyo will hug his dad. Thanks, Dad.
He will hug you back, and then before you go to turn around, he'll grab you by, like, the collar of your shirt and be like, you don't want to go back in there.
Why not?
Your granddad didn't come with any money to pay for his things, and he wasn't exactly looking to pay for things. And on cue, you hear the sound of a table snapping in half. Yep, he started the distraction. We want to go to the front. Let's go. Let's walk.
We just casually slide off.
Yeah, the crawlers are like power strolling like to the front of the building. So, nope, he does this every time. He does this every time you go here. Every time we come here. I can't believe they let him back in after the 4th time. And
keep still getting away with it.
You stop him. Next time you bring him in, let's see how that works.
Koyo chooses to ignore that. You stop him.
Yeah, exactly. And he will. You'll turn around. You'll turn the corner. And you will see Knuckle Duster, Sioi, and Noriko at the front of the building.
All right, we should probably go back and check on Lux.
Yeah. You might want to start going. I can hear the sirens already in the distance. They don't like that I've done this again, so I'm gonna go that way. They can't prove it was me, so I'll probably spend an hour in holding, and then they'll let me out because, you know, no one there's gonna snitch. The guy with the bottle in his eye is gonna have a bad day for a little bit, but, you know, that's what surgery's for. Alright, let's go.
Exactly. Hey, Crawler?
Hmm.
NCI's gonna look at him. Would you mind taking this with you? And, like, he just opens the box in the street and takes the package in it out. It's this long object that's like wrapped in cloth and just hands him the box. I'm not gonna need that.
Yeah, I'll put it under your bed. Next
And
to the other one.
Sioi takes the cloth off and just like wraps it around his waist and sashes the whole katana he pulled out of the box into his waistband. That's better.
Why?
We should leave now.
Poyer will look at it. You can see a twinkle in his eye. He's like, why do you have that? Trying to be stern, but also it's a fucking katana, and he's a teenager. He's fucking like, that's cool.
Well, Koyo,
We're trying to be the responsible one.
Well, Koyo, when we get at least 2 blocks away, I'll unsheath it and show you why I have it.
Let's go quickly, please.
And Sioi just puts one foot into like a crouch, and he's just fucking like up the road the next second.
Our teammate is a flea? And she will turn to Crawler and Knuckle Duster and give like a polite like bow. It was nice meeting you both. Goodbye. And then hurry after Sioi.
As you say goodbye, you'll see Knuckles will grab Crawler by the back of his hoodie and just hoist him into the air, like just launch him vertically like 20 feet and start like scaling the building to escape.
Koyo will wave at them like it is a normal occurrence. Like wave goodbye at him.
His family perfectly.
Oh no! Now Koyo and his dad are outnumbered.
Knuckle Duster and Crawler, Sioi and Koyo.
Exactly.
And Koyo is going to text Lux with, we found out some more information. We'll talk to you soon. And then he's going to message you. We're probably going to meet up with Lux and talk and talk more about what's happening.
You will ask where.
Either the basement or Lux's room.
Okay, those are two different places. Also, she says she's not gonna go to the basement.
Well, then Lux's room it is.
Okay. Then she'll meet you guys in Lex's room.
Because we don't quite know where Lux is right now.
Yeah, Yumi just refuses to go to the basement.
Fair enough.
Joy is also gonna text Yumi, and it's just a picture of like a cat upside down.
It says hang in there.
Yeah.
But upside
hang
down.
in there.
All right.
So I assume we get a little bit of distance away from like the restaurant that Knuckle Duster caused a fucking disturbance in.
One would hope.
Yeah, you guys are already like making your way back to the school as you see like 4 cars zoom by you.
Sioi just kind of shifts his katana to the other side of his hip as the cars zoom by and just holds it like along his side so it blends into the trench coat.
It looks like a fucking like leg brace.
I totally don't have a fucking sword on me right now. No, I'm just a hero on patrol.
He pretends it's a cane. That just needs a walking stick.
Sword cane. What is he, Brooke?
So, you guys make your way back to the back to UA. It is nighttime now. It is a dark time. The moon is rising.
I see a bad moon arising.
So, you guys make it to Lux's room. And, for the first time in about 4 hours between the last session and this session, you're all together again. With a +1.
Oh. Hey, Togo. How do you like the new gear?
Not bad. Take the mask. Mask time.
Yeah.
Or at least I assume it's nice. I can just see the sheet.
Sioi kind of looks around at the group and then looks at Koyo. Oh, Koyo, you wanted to see why?
I'm curious as to why you got yourself a sword, yes?
And
Koyo will nod.
He fully unsheaths this full-ass katana in Lux's room. And if you look, the blade's backwards. It's a reverse blade. It's blunt on one side.
Okay, so you're a weak.
Oh, it's
yes, we know.
like Ron. It's like the sword in Ronin. Why?
I'm gonna strangle you with a pillow.
Thank you. I was struggling to think of a knockoff of Ronin Kenshin.
You're welcome.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And Sioi just sheaths it again and goes, "Look, Shatter didn't learn how to use a fucking sword, so I wouldn't use one after he was gone." I know how to use it. It's a useful tool. So yeah, I had one made. Bite me.
I think you do the biting around here.
Exactly.
Koyo grabs his own arm.
How insensitive to make fun of Koyo's serious injury.
That you caused.
I didn't cause it. Shatter caused it.
Tomato, potato.
You and your multiple personalities.
I am really am. Koyo subconsciously grabbing it. I really am over it, though. It's fine.
Well, Koyo, you'll be happy to know that's what the mask is for. Now I can't bite chunks out of people unless I take it off.
So you got yourself a muzzle. Good job.
It's also a filtration unit.
It's not a muzzle. He can still speak clearly.
Yumi's gonna poke it.
When you poke it, it's cold and like it looks pretty cool.
Can I try it on?
Sure. And Sioi, like, takes it off and just kind of, like, unclasps it in the back. Yeah, and just hands it to her.
Yumi will put it on. She struggles to clasp it first, but then she clasps it.
You will notice that, the air you breathe in while you have it on is a little cool.
This thing's got air conditioning?
Yeah, and a filtration system so that I can not worry about poison gas or anything like that.
Does it only filter air?
I think maybe someday I might upgrade it for, like, water, but for now it's just
I was
air.
gonna say, is it like, because it'd be pretty cool if it acted like a river filter.
A life straw, but a mask.
Wow.
Listen,
Amazing.
it wouldn't take much work for me to fix that into a breather too.
So, you guys make it back. You all have varying degrees of useful information.
Yumi doesn't have any useful information.
Boyer is gonna start first. He goes, well, we, apparently, my grandfather, Knuckle Duster was involved, with the raid that, Aizawa told us about.
Yeah.
And there's a chance we might have been the ones to accidentally restart the Order of Twilight.
Lux will glare at him. Explain. Now.
So you know the warehouse that we raided and accidentally led the League of Villains to break it open?
Uh-huh.
There might have been 1 or 2 leftover drives. We don't know how much would have been there. So it's very likely someone who was involved there would have done it.
As you're saying this, everyone that looks at Lux will see a rage cross his face that no one has ever seen him in before. Why would anyone keep any of that information that they did? That's just asking for someone to start it all up again.
Yumi raises her hand.
Yes, Yumi?
What are we talking about?
Right.
There were thumb drives with information on it.
There were apparently thumb drives with information regarding the Order of Twilight, a group that kidnapped myself and Suyoi and experimented on me 10 years ago. And they're doing things again. They have a base in the mountains outside of the city that some of Koyo's classmates have already gone to. And I'm planning on going because if these people have kidnapped people again, I'm not letting them I'm not going to sit here and do nothing.
Do you think they're affiliated with the League of Villains?
This time, possibly. Last time they were using the League's activities as a cover to be able to do their experiments. It was basically a giant smokescreen for them. Everybody thought disappearances and everything were related to the League, so they were able to just skirt around and do whatever they pleased.
They're in the area where the Inked Demon was based, so there's a good chance they were at least in contact.
So yeah, that's what we found out. Then he's gonna go ahead.
So, we're gonna go there, right?
Why do you think Togo's here?
Togo pulls the keys out of his pockets and jingles them.
Our man in the chair's giving us a ride.
Yeah,
Got the Royce out there.
nothing like being inconspicuous.
Are we ever?
Lux will just gesture to himself in his full hero gear, bandolier of ballistic knife blades across his chest, knives on his hips. Really? Inconspicuous? Hello?
Are we leaving right now?
Yeah, Koyo and I still need to get changed.
Get changed. Quickly, please.
Noriko will head to her room to go get dressed.
I'll bring the car around, and I've got some calls to make too.
I sent her a message.
On it.
This is important for these next actions.
Koya will go, I'll quickly grab my stuff.
Oh, Yumi will hand the mask back to Sayori.
Oh, thank you, Yumi. And he's gonna, like, put it on and, like, fasten it again.
But now
Sean.
it smells like strawberry perfume.
Jonathan,
Yes.
I have a question about that mask because we talked about something, and I think you confirmed it, but I want to be sure.
DM it to me just to be sure. Before we speak it into existence.
Yeah.
I swear, if the thing with the mask is it has a smoke machine in it, I'll kill him.
He vapes through it.
Through it, God.
Blood vape.
I'm so tempted for it to have a vape feature. No. So Celia just, like, kind of fits it on and goes, oh, smells like strawberries. Nice. All right. Well, you guys go get ready. I'm here. And he just, like, waggles the katana a little. I'm ready.
So Nero,
Yes.
you know, like that kind of like perfume stuff you can get at Claire's that like has sparkly glitter in it and like smells really sweet. That's the sort
Yeah.
of shit Yumi wears.
Oh God, there's glitter inside of my mask. I'll never get it out.
Oh no!
You rip.
However, you will look a little bit sparkly in the sun.
Nice.
This is what we call a debuff.
Thank God we only operate at night.
All right, so with that, I'll be right back so we can do a
Only on
bio
his
break.
face.
Shut up, Chaz. We get it, you vape.
We're bio breaking. I need to use the bathroom and get the pizza
Okay.
that's outside.
All right.
Everyone go grab your beverages.
No.
Sounds like a plan to me.
That means getting up.
God forbid.
So, chat, how y'all doing this evening? Having fun, enjoying the show? Hey there, Sandman.
I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Y'all having a fun time?
I have returned.
Just making sure I have all my ducks in a row for this.
You have ducks? What the fuck? Why aren't you sharing?
No, because you touch yourself at night.
I do that when the sun's up.
Ah.
The window's open, Howard.
You've got ducks.
Balcony.
You've got ducks, but like Australia, do you have a duck fashion show?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, Australia has a duck fashion show.
I came in at a fucking interesting point. Hello, explain.
I'm not sharing it, I just quacked up, man. Fuck you, Chaz.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it again.
The duck fashion show sounds cool as hell. Also, why are we talking about not sharing ducks?
Sean said he was getting his ducks in a row, and I said, what the fuck? Why isn't he sharing some of the ducks?
Hugh Neutron would share his ducks.
Alright, he's a better man than I. Have you not met the man?
No, I haven't.
That man's a fan of Taco Shack. You respect that.
Is that better or worse than Taco Hell? I mean, Taco Bell.
There you go. Duck fashion show, Sydney, Australia.
Dang.
How has no one told me that these exist?
That sounds like Haz isn't sharing his ducks with us. What the fuck?
Of course it's in fucking Sydney.
Yeah.
I've not known about this. Why has no one told me?
Now, what I want is an Ibis fashion show. Dress those
Yeah,
fuckers up.
I mean, ibises are pretty birds already.
Not ours. We need to point to the song again.
Fucking bin chickens.
I'll do it. I'll put the song. I'll put the song on again.
Play the song again.
Do it. No balls.
Understood. And then, by the time the song is over, we should be able to start up again. So,
Sounds good.
I would like you guys to at least be in the location for the next episode.
The woodpecker bird likes pecking wood. The bluebird's a bird that sings pretty good. Sparrows are a bird that are pretty cool, eh? But the ibis is a bird that drinks bin juice all day. A crow is a bird with a heaps mad squawk. A cockatoo's a bird with a sick mohawk. Chicken is a bird that tastes good and lays eggs. And ibises are bin juice drinking dregs. A goose is a bird that's chilled like a duck. An ibis is a bird that's a picnic wrecking fuck. Doves are birds that represent purity. Ibises wreck picnics and disrupt the community. Penguins are birds that fall in love and mate for life. But ibises love nothing because they're dead inside. Swan is a bird that's graceful and that. And ibises aren't birds, they're feathered bin rats. Ibis, bin juice drinking gronks. Yeah, the ibis, their beaks are gross and long. It's the ibis. Picnic wrecking jerks. Yeah, the ibis. They're the worst birds.
Also, I misheard Gronk.
The condor is an
As,
awesome bird of
Gronk.
prey. A hawk's a bird, that's a cool bird, eh? The eagle bird soars through the sky.
Misnaming
Cunts.
Nero's one of my
Ibises
favorite
are
ones.
binges drinking cunts. The
Never
albatross
keep
bird lives to 60, maybe older.
naming
The parrot
Nero's
is a bird
program
living
as
on a
Kronk.
parrot's shoulder. Parrots say cool shit like,
And then
"Oh,
I
my
made
cracker."
myself
But
sad
ibises
because
just
you
fucking
dug
come up and harass you.
in the
Laura Kit's a
shadows.
bird with a colourful jacket. Ibises can fuck off back to their home planet. A seagull's a bird that scabs hot chips. And there's only one bird that's scabbier than this. It's the ibis. They're picnic wrecking irrits. It's the ibis. I hope they don't come near us. Yeah, the ibis. They're bin juice drinking jerks. It's the ibis. They're the fucking shittest birds. The ibis is a picnic-wrecking burden on humanity, a dumpster-diving bin chicken disrupting the community, annoying the general public at every opportunity, disgrace to feathered creatures, bringing shame on the bird family. If there are any ibises watching this, firstly, there's no bin juice here, so you can fuck off. Secondly, get a job and fucking do something with your life. Sort it out. You're on the road to nowhere. Go migrate to that garbage island floating in the middle of the Pacific Ocean or some shit. I don't know. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you how to live your life. Just stop wrecking everyone's picnics. Fuck. It's the ibis. Bin juice drinking cunt. It's the ibis. That's ruining your lunch. Yeah, the ibis. Picnic wrecking jerk. It's the ibis. What a fucking cunt of a bird. If I was an ibis, I'd go kill myself.
God. All I want
That's
to
the
say
fucking best.
about that song, right? That really, like, no one seems to realize is someone in Australia spent so much time feeding ibises that they ruined it for the rest of Australia.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Because like seagulls are like cowards. They won't swarm you. An ibis will just jump up to your picnic table and just take whatever the fuck it wants.
Wait, hold up. Have you ever had to deal with fucking seagulls when you have a bag of chips? Like,
Yeah, but if you drop
absolutely swarm you. What?
Yeah, no, they will.
Krista,
But if you
Krista.
drop them,
He's talking about Australian seagulls.
Yeah, they will
so this is-
absolutely swarm you.
So this
All
is
seagulls will swarm
this
you.
is from a thing, and I'm pretty sure this is from Australia. Hang on, maybe it's not. I don't know. Hang on, wait. There's a fucking there's a fucking restaurant that made this.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hungry Jack's, that's Burger King, I think.
that we did have that. So like, seagulls absolutely will, but like, as long as you're holding it, they won't touch you. And ibis will just go. You live in a whole different country. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like, seagulls are little wimps because like people will literally slap them out of the air. Like, no, fuck off.
See,
I love their packaging, like Frank.
See,
I don't
in
think
America?
seagulls are terribly different in America.
In America, a seagull will grab a whole ass hot dog out of your hand.
Yeah.
In Australia, they won't.
No fear.
Yeah, that's because in America, it's frowned upon if you just sucker punch them out of the fucking air.
You don't have to punch them. You just shove them, man. I don't know. Like your straight reaction is to punch out a bird. What the fuck is wrong with
It's
you?
Nero. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised Nero's first reaction is the same reaction Arnold Schwarzenegger had to a camel on the set of Conan the Barbarian.
Wait, what?
Look, all I'm saying is I'm gonna Hajime no Ippo a fucking seagull if it tries to take my
Yeah.
food.
Are you gonna
So-
fucking Descendo smash a fucking ibis?
Okay, I feel like I have to explain the Conan the Barbarian thing to Krista.
Uh-huh.
So, in the movie Conan the Barbarian,
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the titular barbarian,
Obviously, yes.
Conan.
I've seen it once upon a time, many
and
many years
he
ago.
punches out a camel. Like, that was a one-take thing. He wasn't supposed to do that. It startled him, and he hauled off and just decked it.
His gut reaction decked it.
Yeah, it was just, he didn't expect it, and it was just there, and he just, wham! And the cameras were rolling. And they just kept that take.
Of course. Why would you get rid of a good take? Especially because you're never gonna get another one like that.
Yeah, that's just like Rocky, where Dolph Lundgren almost fucking killed Sylvester Stallone. And they wanted to take the scene out of the movie. And Sylvester Stallone said, no, you keep that shit in there. It'll remind me the next time I mouth off to him.
It'll remind me never to fuck with him.
For context, by the way, Sylvester Stallone is like 5'5". He's
Oh,
short.
I didn't know he was that small.
Yeah, he's short. I'm taller than he is. My dad's barely taller than he is.
Dolph Lundgren is a behemoth who hits like a bus.
Mm-hmm. But Sylvester Stallone told him to actually hit him.
Stop being a pussy and hit me. And he hit Sylvester Stallone so hard, he bounced his brain off the back of his skull.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone
He
back?
almost killed him.
All right, so are we all back, Bev?
I think we're all back.
I'm doing a fucking roll call. Everyone relax. So Bev.
Here.
Hazza.
Yes.
Mako.
Maybe.
Neuron.
Yeehaw!
Krista. Wes. All right, cool. So,
Yeah.
I heard the faintest like gurgle. I was like, all right, we're good.
You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't. I heard the.
I was half expecting it to just be Wes.
You
Wes.
were.
Yeah. There you go.
So, you are all in the Lux room.
Mm-hmm.
Room of luxury.
Oh, Yumi would have changed into her outfit, by the way.
You all went to go get changed, so.
I believe I said Toga
Is
was
Nibbles with us?
pulling the car around so they could get in.
Yes. You did.
Yumi, are you bringing Nibbles?
Yeah, he's in my backpack.
Yeah, COA fucking runs into his room and grabs a strawberry for Nibbles.
Tribute to the king.
Tribute to the god king of our group.
He's getting so many strawberries tonight. Also, whenever we get into the car, Yumi wants to talk to COA.
Yeah.
So I'll assume, without issue, no one falls down the stairs. No one fucking like falls out their window fighting a curtain.
Koyo rolls his ankle and has to leave.
You all make it into the car safely, I hope.
There's
I don't
plenty
know
of
about
room.
safely, but
hang
we're
on.
there.
I'm gonna roll. Hang on.
God.
Well.
And Yumi fucking dies.
Was okay. My Discord just crashed. Ah! Apparently, Yumi rolled, tripped, and took out my Discord.
That was funny. I said Yumi fucking dies and then you left. I was expecting Bev to just leave the call for that bit.
Damn.
But honestly, this was funnier.
So, was it 18 for?
See if COA gets into the car with no difficulties.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be to catch me.
It could be to catch me. Yumi trips, COA will catch her.
Okay. I will allow this.
Lux will take the shotgun position alongside Togo.
There enough room for all of us?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a luxury car. There's enough room.
What model Rolls Royce did you say this was?
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Look, if we don't have enough room, we'll just stick COA on the roof.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, we'll just put Koyo on the back holding the bumper. He can slide along, can't he?
We've done that before.
Wow!
Wow, I can't
We've
believe
done that before.
Yumi can just sit in someone's lap.
Yeah.
I mean, Tsuyoi already picked her up from her fall.
Yep. Yumi can just sit in COA's lap while we ride in the car.
I'll just take a nap on you. It's fine.
Oh no, she's taking a nap. She used her ult. Everybody panic.
Everybody run away! But Yumi wanted to talk to COA in the car.
I do, yeah, no, but after the talk.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while to get there, right? It's not like a 10-minute drive. It's probably a
No,
couple hours.
it's gonna be like an hour or two, yeah. So you all get into the car, you all buckle up like a bunch of responsible teenagers.
Can you get the mask off? We don't want to. We're trying to draw as little attention as we can, especially in this thing.
He sighs, but it sounds very like metallic, like a robot fucking sighing. So it's just a and he fucking undoes the mask. Ah, yes, like I'm super inconspicuous in my fucking leather trench coat with my mask on.
Oh, and Lux will just gesture to himself.
It's also annoying as shit to hear him with that metallic sound.
Fine.
If we don't have to, I'd rather not.
Togo, do you need me to pay to have the windows tinted? It's legal here, not like back in America.
I feel like Togo's considering it real quick, doing like Togo maths.
Togo maps in his head. How much could I take him for this?
We'll talk numbers later. Right now, drive.
Do you have the communication devices for those that were already there?
Yeah, Sean, I sent you a message about that.
Yeah, I meant to get back to you on that. Hold up, let me send that to you real quick.
While you're doing that, Suyo and Yumi can have their conversation.
Yeah.
So while Yumi is sitting in Suyo's lab, she'll say, "Hey, Suyo.
Yeah, what's up, Yumi?
You know computer stuff, right?
Yeah.
So hypothetically, if someone wanted to Google something that was untraceable to everyone, including the government, do you know how I would do that? I mean, do you know how hypothetically a person would do that?"
Seoi gets this, like, shit-eating grin on his face. Hypothetically, you could probably do that through the deep web. Although, hypothetically, I would ask what it is you're looking for.
I'm not looking for anything. Above game genuinely misspoke there.
Yeah?
I feel like Yumi would also misspeak like that, though.
I'm
my
looking
friend.
I'm not looking for anything, but hypothetically, if someone was looking for something that could potentially, maybe be dangerous if, for example, I don't know, just off the top of my head, if like the Hero Commission found out, I just hypothetically was wondering how to go about searching for stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you could probably do that through the deep web, or, depending on, what it is you're looking for, there are, I know it sounds a little weird because you don't want the Hero Commission to find out, probably a couple hero agencies that could help you that, are part of the rehab program.
I definitely don't want to, hypothetically, I wouldn't want to tell anyone about this for safety reasons, but there is stuff I want to find out. God damn it.
Did you say swear?
Yumi.
Hold on.
Who taught Yumi how to swear? Sioi, was it you?
Swear for real. Yes!
I think everyone will instantly perk up and look at you.
Oh my god!
Slams on the brakes with everything he's heard.
Yumi, was that your first swear?
Sioi, did you teach her how to do that?
No.
I don't believe you.
It had to have been one of the villains.
It was definitely another villain.
I mean, you're another villain.
Wow. See, Yumi, this is the vote of confidence I get from our friends. My own brother, no less.
I said you weren't the villain.
No, not you. I'm talking about the other brother of the three brothers Seoi has in the car right now.
Well, Lux is specifically making that joke because of Shatter.
Anyway, so, okay. Alright, fine. I can't go into details about what I know, but I need to look up some stuff. And just trust me. Please don't ask me any questions about it right now. But I think it's really important if I look it up.
Yeah, no problem. I can help you out with that. I actually have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
When we get done with this little excursion here in the forest, our little happy jaunt through the woods, do you think I could talk to your dad?
Why?
And Sioi kind of like looks away for a second, like he's pondering how he wants to word this. Well, I'm working on, rehab from Shatter, and the only former villains I have to talk to were all super villains.
Oh, actually, you already asked me about this.
Yeah, but Sioi never asked Yumi about it.
Oh, you asked me about it.
I asked you about if we could set this up, but Sioi never asked Yumi.
Sioi's like, every male role model I have has either killed someone or many people.
I need to talk to a villain who doesn't have a body count. And
does he know whether Yumi's dad has a body count?
Yeah, Yumi mentioned that, like.
Yeah, Yumi mentioned it.
Okay.
Yeah, Yumi mentioned her dad was a reformed villain.
Yeah, because I was like, Yumi, why are you upset? My dad was a villain? What?
Yeah, no. Not that he was a villain, but the fact that he doesn't have a body count. Because as a villain, he could have had a body.
I mean, it's easy enough information to look up.
Yeah, so if Sioi knows what he's looking for, he can find out, he didn't fucking kill anybody.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically,
okay.
It'd be pretty easy to find out. But,
Yeah, you can come talk to my dad.
That's really helpful.
My dad's real nice. He doesn't mind talking to people and answering questions.
Yeah, because, of the reformed villains I can talk to, my options are Toga, who killed a lot of people, Spinner, who killed a lot of people, and Compress, who also killed a lot of people. It'd be nice to get, another perspective.
I'll bring you to my house when we're done with this then.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, that's all Sioi has.
Yeah, so you're gonna help Yumi do her illicit searches, and
hypothetical illicit searches.
Hypothetically illicit searches. Yes.
I am
searches that are hypothetically illicit.
I'm so mad because I was genuinely trying to be vague about it, and I kept messing up.
But it works so well, though.
In character, it's such a perfect thing, and the fact that we get Yumi's, first swear out of it is great.
Also, I really love the idea of Yumi, before this, being at her computer being on Google, hypothetically, how to make napalm. The government will never know.
No, you search that stuff in Minecraft. Come on.
Hypothetically, how to hide a body.
Hypothetically, how to pick locks.
Yumi's like, they'll never catch me now. I put hypothetically, they know it's a joke.
Hypothetically, where would I buy a gun?
How to take a life as a joke. Hee hee. Smiley face.
Heem.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
So, leaving Bev and Yumi's Freudians alone, which I still think might be one of the funniest things that have happened in the last 10 months. You guys make it out of the city and are heading towards the mountains.
Noriko was asking about the comms.
Yes.
Comms are no good. I tried getting in touch with them. It's only static. The
they've probably got the whole place jammed. You know, no incoming or outgoing messages, keeps things a bit more private.
What about the, like, don't we have ones for, like, hero stuff? Like, the earpiecers and things like that? Even locally?
I mean, locally would just be a short range. We wouldn't be in range for that anyway.
Well, no, but once we get there, like...
When we get there, we'll see.
I mean, worst comes to worst, mine and COIs are pretty solid are pretty solid for short range even when there's jamming stuff. We've tested them pretty heavily. Thanks, Togo.
Sure wish I knew about that.
It made sense. Sean, the whole man in the chair thing, it was just a...
So...
It would
have
have
just yell.
Yeah, COI just yells.
Yeah.
So he just cups his hands over his mouth and yells, "I'm in this room! In the room with all the bodies!"
The one that stinks of blood from... The room that stinks of blood from about 50 feet away.
Right. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll manage something. I would assume our first priority is to meet up with them.
I mean, that would be a good priority, yeah.
Because if we're all working separately, we're never going to be able to manage anything cohesive.
So, as you guys go on your merry adventure, the dirt road diverges into a more unworn path to the right.
I was just driving along the path.
The cover of the treetops making everything much darker, as only the light from the headlights are illuminating the way at this point. It's that dark. You can faintly hear what sounds like bats through the trees. Just their normal bats, squeaking ass bats.
Hmm.
It's like super pitch black, right?
It's like pitch black, yeah.
See how his eyes glow.
just gold cat eyes in the fucking darkness.
Just red eyes staring at Togo in the rearview mirror.
It's me, your sleep paralysis demon.
Does anyone here have night vision goggles or anything like that?
I mean, I'm part moth, so I kind of have UV vision, so I can kind of see, yeah.
There should be some flashlights somewhere. I think Lux, check the glove box.
Lux will pop open the glove box.
Yumi turns on her phone flashlight.
Ah, Yumi, future problems require future solutions.
Yeah, fair.
Now here's the real question, Bev. When was the last time Yumi charged your phone?
Oh.
Very important question.
It's been a long day, and Yumi's been running around.
She was at school for most of it.
That on the side, though.
Please, Yumi is a girl in the modern age. She has an external battery charger.
That'll accept.
Yumi's got a halo.
So there are 2 Magnum flashlights.
The big beefy boys.
2 bulky mag lights. And the path comes to an end. And it looks to be a dead end. Big, like, mountain face in front of you with lots of ivy and vines.
Well,
Who's getting the lights?
Well, Lux will hand the lights to whoever in the back, as he does not need them.
Okay. So if Yumi's got her phone, Noriko will take one and she'll pass the other one to Koyo.
Right, Togo puts the car into park, hits a button on the side of the shift, and all of you are locked in place by your seatbelts.
Yep. Not this again.
Me?
I hate this part.
Oh no.
Not letting you just go into a trap. And he is going to dust everyone.
All of you go night-night.
Do we don't get to roll against it?
Surprise.
No, we do not.
Lux doesn't even bother to try to fight it because he knew it was coming.
What do you mean knew it was coming?
It's Togo. He knew Togo wasn't going to let him go that easily.
I think the moment that, like, you know, we are locked in place, there's going to be a lot of problems.
And the last thing you guys hear before the darkness consumes you is the sound of the front door of the car slam shut, and basically Togo says along the lines of, "I'm gonna get to the bottom of this myself."
Didn't want to bring me with you, so he had to make his own way.
And that will be where tonight ends.
I see. When the moth wakes up, he's going to fillet a Faechild.
Yumi's gonna bite him.
On the ankle.
On the
But-
arm.
Oh, the Koyo special.
No,
Really
the Shatter
hard.
special.
All right, and with that, that's the session then, guys. How do you guys enjoy it?
I can't believe Lux is going to have one brother after this.
Koyo's right there.
I said Lux, not Suyoi.
That's your stepbrother. You respect him.
No.
You respect your stepbrother, damn it.
Listen,
Not
Mako,
Lux's brother.
Mako, you're the one
Who's gonna play
no.
the drums with you?
Mako, you're the one who said, no, you're not allowed to be part of this big personal family business.
Honestly.
Lux said it as he did not want Togo getting hurt.
No, you said you're better off in the chair. I don't care if you've been in the field. You're better off in the chair.
He's been in the field. You know about all of his Yakuza shit. You've been in danger before. Many times. Yeah, because he builds shit and he makes shit. That doesn't mean he isn't field capable.
Lux also brought up Fang would kill him for letting Togo go into the field. Lux was trying to look out for his brother.
I will say, technically, Dream Dust, you're not unconscious. You're just in like a daydreaming state, seeing just a really good dream, basically.
How dare you?
That's
drug
not
me.
gonna help anything.
No, it's just... yeah, no thoughts disassociating. That's exactly it, pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, wow, this is the most restful I've slept in like a year.
when Lux finds Togo, it's gonna be sorry. I owe you new seatbelts.
That's
I mean,
I
it's
hate
not
the
like
seatbelt. I'm not sorry.
it's not like he didn't figure that would happen after doing this.
Oh no, he's not eating the seatbelt. He's just gonna slice them.
No, so you're gonna eat the seatbelt.
Nah, Sioi's gonna eat the seatbelt. I'm hungry.
He's gonna slurp it like spaghetti.
Sioi's just gonna gnaw through it in his sleep.
You joke, I'll make that happen. That'll be actually the way to be bust his face on the front
What?
seat.
I'm going to bed now. You better not eat your pillow. I wouldn't do that. I bet that bitch is eating his pillow right now.
So,
Not my stress.
are you guys excited now that you're at the location for the first serious arc?
Fight me.
I'm excited for Resident Evil.
I too am ready to incapacitate these people.
We're not doing anything. We're literally drugged. You guys are high.
It only lasts like a minute or two.
I promised.
Are you sure we should go in there?
Kidnapping. All right, I meant that.
Are we sure we should get in there? There are terrible demons in there. Ouch.
Ah, scary demons.
I can't believe Koyo's gonna turn into our Usopp for this.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a guy with the depression quirk. I'm gonna be immune. Let's go.
So,
you mean our man Sogeking?
We will start with Nero. Nero, go.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nero Napier. You can find me at Twitch, Twitter, and in the Discord. Well, in the Discord, I'm half caked up. But you can find me on Twitch and Twitter as Nero Napier, where I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and on Sundays I do a vampire campaign, and on Saturdays I do alternatively every other Saturday fucking Mass Effect game, and then I'm here every other Wednesday. I do so much. I'm throwing the rocket, Bev!
Hey, I'm Bev. I play Yumi, who just said her first swear.
We're so proud of her.
I'm so proud of her.
I've been streaming a lot more these days, but tomorrow you can find me here on Sean's channel for more D&D, where they investigate someone who called Sean's character an orphan.
He'll die.
Yeah, fantasy Jeff Bezos. No fucking bully him.
Elongated muskrat called me an
love
orphan.
They go.
Yes, I am Make a Reactor. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Make a Reactor. Well, Twitter it's Make a Reactor 8. I stream just about every day at this point because I have motivation on top of working a 9 to 5. But I'm not streaming tomorrow because I will be here for Bev's game, where I play the Orc Astrologian Gestrin, who got on Whitlock's kiss once and is not allowed to live it down.
Never.
Yeah, I've been, Saturday I'm continuing the Dragon Quest retrospective I'm doing. That's kind of the main thing at this point, though I will be doing Monster Hunter Rise Friday, because Sunbreak. But, how's it go?
Yes, that's me. I'll stream when I get my life together, which we'll get on that. But
man, I can't.
But you can catch me at Hazard Is My Name at Twitter and Twitch, where I will stream something eventually. Krista, go.
Hi, I'm Spoiled Chestnut, also known as Krista, and after tomorrow, where you'll find me on Nero's Twitch channel for Paper Mario, I'm going to be gone until after 4th of July. Wes, go.
Oh. So, I'm Earl King Wes, and I'm in a bit of a sticky situation, so I'm going to be doing streams when I can, which... So what happened was, as I was moving, my car broke down. The car I bought 3 months ago, and it's a $3,500 repair bill. So I'm going to be working to raise money for that, the hotel bills I've had to pay, the rental car, which I'm returning to Indiana tomorrow, and the bus ride I'm going to have to take back, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm going to be working to raise money for that when I get back from Indiana. And, who's next? Who didn't go? Sean?
In Diana. Let her know I said hi.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm your host, Trash King Arisen, and I hope you all had a good time. We will be continuing this with the Day Crew next week at probably 9 p.m. because JC will be back from his merry adventures of the art world and whatever magic he's doing on the Arizona side of things, that fucking synth. But you can find me here at Trash King Arisen on Twitch and at Trash King Sean on Twitter. Now, I'm going to send us all over to my boy Scully. He's playing Saints Row 2. So we're all going to go beat up Scully and let him know he's a nice cock.
Saints Row 2, my favorite of the Saints Rows.
So, he's never played it before. It's his first time.
Oh, hell yeah.
So everyone...
What a good one to start at.
make sure you let him know. Nice cock. And that's very important. So have a good night, everyone. Stay classy and stay trashy.
Good night.